Welcome back. I want to be honest about two things that really annoy me as a professional that's been in this space for a long time. And these are the following: advanced, complicated animations and no code platforms. First of all, advanced animations are possible in Adobe XD. You can create some awesome looking effects, and these tend to get a lot of likes on Dribble or Behance, social media for designers. But that's about it. There's no real substance behind them, there's no real use. Clients don't really care about this stuff. It's just a flex, as the kids say it. It's just you having fun showing off what you can do. But I repeat, there's little to no use in creating these types of animations. They don't help you become a better designer. I strongly believe that focusing on fancy animations is gonna hurt your career as an app designer. I'm gonna say that again. I think that focusing on fancy animations is gonna hurt your career as an app designer. I understand that it's nice to get likes on social media, but I would much rather build real skills that allow me to build real projects for actual customers. Now, I've seen courses that feature animations front and center, and I understand why. It attracts students, it makes people buy the course. But does that actually help them? I honestly don't think so. And that brings me to the second point: no-code platforms like Glide, for example. Here's the thing, in my 7+ years in this field, I talked to many coders, many developers, and here's the conclusion. Even if these no-code platforms worked incredibly well, which most of the time they don't, you're not gonna be able to do everything yourself and keep all the money. My advice is you stick with the design side. Now again, I understand the angle, the hook. Hey, design and code, and you're gonna get more money and more clients. And again, that attracts more students, more people buy your course. But here's the thing. Is that actually practical? Can you actually do that out of 100 people? How many can actually do that? I think maybe one or two. That's my honest answer. But let's analyze it. From a money perspective, I'm gonna throw out some numbers, right? Now say that you're gonna get $2,000 per project as a designer and that it's gonna take you 2 weeks, okay? Now the coder is gonna get $4,000, let's call it $5,000, but it's gonna take 3 months. Would you accept that? Would you take that deal? Because I wouldn't. Now, more than that, more than the money and the time, coding is extremely difficult. And not just because of the complexities of the actual code. No, that's what these no-code platforms help you with. The code is not a problem. No, the difficult part is dealing with the client. He changes his mind. He thinks the app is too slow. He wants big changes. And all of this is from experience. I'm talking from experience. And I'm good friends with a guy that's been running an app development company for over 9 years. And the stories, man, the stories, the anguish, the stress, it's not something that people talk about. Being a coder is extremely difficult. And again, this guy is running a company that has at least 15 coders. So now, when you see all of these courses that tell you, hey, you can become a coder or you can build apps with no code, really, it's not realistic. And even if you get more money, you're gonna get a whole bunch of stress, a ton of stress, and the project is gonna take ages. More than that, most companies have very specific needs, complicated stuff that only an experienced coder can solve. Let me give you just one random example. For my oatmeal company in Romania, I need invoices to be sent automatically through SMS when a status is changed. But the download link that you get on your phone must be shortened because it's typically too long. But the link has to quickly expire because it's not safe and other people may intercept it. You may actually change some numbers and you may see other people's invoices. So that's not safe. It needs to expire fast. And card payments need an invoice on the spot. It needs to be generated right there. But cash ones need to be manually generated to an admin panel. And if the product is out of stock, the invoice won't get generated. So the link that's being sent out might be broken. This is just one random example, and it's a fairly easy one that only requires some APIs. Now, this just came to me. There are much more complicated things. Do you really want to deal with this stuff? Do you really think that that platform can allow you to fix all of this stuff? Clients have very complicated needs. And really, if you want to become a coder and get a six-figure high-paying job, a no-code platform is really not going to help you. And any serious company is going to separate designers and coders. Doing both doesn't make any sense. It's like mixing Pepsi and Coca-Cola. It just doesn't make sense. Why would you mix them? They don't go well together. But let's put it in a whole different way. Let's say that we're both learning stuff. I have 4 hours in a day, you have 4 hours in a day. I spend all of my time designing. You spend some time designing and some time learning to code or doing a no-code platform thing, okay? After a few months, who's gonna be able to produce more value for the company we're both working for? To put it simply, who earns more money between the two of us? See, I can create more value for that company because I'm a skilled designer. Say that I'm an 8 out of 10. You're maybe a 5 as a designer and maybe a 4 as a coder. And that makes sense because your time has been split. I invested everything into one single thing. Now, listen, you might feel some emotions in my voice, right? And that's because I really want to be honest and tell you how it is from my point of view. All that I'm saying is don't get distracted by flashy animations, social media, and promises that don't really deliver. Sure, it may work for 1 or 2 people out of 100, but what I'm teaching you here is for most people, not just the 1%. So that's why I really wanted to talk to you about this stuff. Thank you so much, and I do hope this was helpful.